the Great Workplace Transformation will help you fast track your organization into a truly great place to work, to help you hire and retain, because isn't that really what we're all after, to hire and retain the most loyal, the most growth-driven employees, the most creative, who will help us transform our workplace into a powerhouse like those that I mentioned earlier, that thrives during the most challenging and the most exciting multi-generational decade in our history. That's what I'm excited about, ladies and gentlemen. I'm excited about the possibilities of this generation. I call it the synergistic generation. We're 3 years into it, almost, and I think that this will be some of the most exciting, these will be some of the most exciting years that we'll ever see. I firmly believe that. I don't have the time to go over them, but we'll touch on them very, very briefly. The 12 of them are, one is to identify and promote the organization's core values. We all have core values. How many of your employees understand fully the core values of your company? 2 is to model the creative work environment. Creative, I'm emphasizing that word, for the creative people so that they're comfortable working there. 3, a human resource right fit, using predictive tools to find out how to get the right person into the right position in your company. And when that happens, good things happen. 4 is understanding the needs of the whole employee. It isn't just 9 to 5, you're here, put your head down, keep working, and out the door, and I don't care about you. That doesn't work anymore. 5 is awards and recognition, building public recognition for a job well done in the culture. 6 is the collaborative work environment, both physically and emotionally, that promotes creativity and problem solving. 7, appoint a person or a committee to be in charge of having fun in the workplace. Now, I usually get some snickers on that one. About 8 or 9 years ago, actually, we named a director of fun for our company. And I got laughs then. But now we have a whole committee that has their secondary job of discovering fun events for us to share together in our organization. It's a hoot, let me tell you. It just really builds loyalty. It's fun. It's especially for those younger folks. It's just a delight. And I would encourage you to do something like that. Have a person who's director of fun. Number 8 is plan and implement creative after-work events that involve employees and customers. You'll notice there's a little bit of a rhyme and reason here. It's a lot about employees. Community service events, working together, giving something back to the community. One of the most exciting things we did this past year was right around Christmas time. I think it was a week or so before Christmas on a Thursday. And we closed our business completely at noon on a Thursday. And over 50 of us took off and went over to the Northern Illinois Food Bank. And we rolled up our sleeves and we packed 11,000 pounds of food for people who were needy and needed food. We were tired. I was tired, and I'll tell you that. My back was really complaining after that. But you know, then afterwards we all went to a restaurant and we had a great meal and drinks together. And it was one of the most, we're still talking about it. Our designers made a big collage of pictures. They're still celebrating it, and how many months later is that? December till now. And they're still celebrating that and talking about it with their customers. It's just a very exciting thing. Number 10, to promote a healthy, ergonomic workplace. Sometimes people say, well, you're in the office planning and furnishings business. Of course you wrote this book because you want us to buy all your office furniture. The interesting thing about that is that only about 1.5 of these strategic principles relates to furniture. Everything else is soft stuff about people. And but I do get that quite a bit. So invest in ongoing learning and personnel development for all employees. And I want to emphasize another thing here. I said learning versus training. I can't tell you how many years, our company is 35 years old. For many years in our early days, we had a training room. We had a training manual. We had training schedules. And I didn't realize until just the last several years that training is a negative word. You know who gets trained? We train our dogs to do their business in the backyard in a particular place. We train seals to bounce a ball on their nose in the pool, walking in the water, right? But humans learn. And I would just, one simple thing you could do is remove the word training from your employee manual and put something in there about learning, and start talking to your people about education and learning as opposed to training. Training is a connotative word that sends the wrong message to the people that we're talking about. Lastly is giving employees regular feedback. You'd say, well, sure, we all do that. And I'll add at least every 6 months. In our company, we measure our performance, everyone, me included, all of our executives, on the basis of our core values. And that is how we measure how we're doing. So it's just pretty important to look at those. The book's practical how-to book for anyone who wishes to tailor their workplace and to attract and retain the very best people from those 5 generations.